Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Georg Mack Plays the Classics. Go on a globe-hopping affair to prove why your kung fu is the best in Double Dragon 3, The Sacred Stones. You've saved Marion twice so far, but it's not enough as she's been kidnapped again. Call in Billy and Jimmy Lee to collect the 3 sacred stones and find their way to the big evil. A kindly old lady and soothsayer is your friend on these missions. Can you find the big bad and put an end to them? Your quest begins in a dojo where you have to battle some bad guys in order to talk to your prize student Brett. Unfortunately, he succumbs to his injuries before you can get all the information. A battle commences, and you meet Hiriko. This old lady lets you know about the sacred stones and that you need to collect them. Thus begins your travel around the world. As Billy Lee, you have some martial arts skills at your disposal. Kicking is always better than punching because it has range. It also keels your opponent over so you can grab them for a knee or elbow. You should use this a lot because it's the only way to keep the second enemy on screen away. This game is a pain in the butt if you aren't taking advantage of the AI. You'll get stun locked and beat to crap if you aren't careful. You have a couple new moves to help you out, but they really aren't that great. A cyclone kick can sometimes be activated if you jump and immediately press the B button, but don't rely on it, because it won't always work. If you jump and press the A or B buttons, you can get a throwing attack or jump kick respectively. Of course, the throwing attack doesn't work on every enemy, so be prepared to be disappointed. After the second and third levels, you get new teammates that can be switched to with the select button. Shin is a kung fu master that hits hard with his open hand strikes. His diving headbutt is also a formidable attack. Renzo is a master of ninjutsu and comes equipped with a sword. It feels like his attacks should do more damage than they do, but you have to take what you can get. Each level has you killing a bunch of enemies before moving on to another section or to a boss battle. You can switch to a limited use weapon at any time in the pause menu, and you should if it keeps you alive, because when you die in the first few levels, it's game over. You're awarded to continue in the last 2 levels, but that goes quickly as well. There's very little depth to your fights. You want to keep them from swarming you, which is accomplished by grabbing them. Some enemies also come equipped with a weapon like a beer bottle or sai that you can use until they die. Bosses are quick to kill you if you don't take advantage by changing the vertical alignment of your character. Otherwise, you can wear them down in time with your special weapons and kicks. The final boss is a transformed Marion, but if you can beat her supernatural abilities, you can pick up the win. Oh yeah, 2-player mode is the origin of I'm Bimmy! When it comes to grading Double Dragon 3 The Sacred Stones on NES, graphics get a 2.5. Graphics are on par, at best, with the previous games in the series. There hasn't been any upgrade. Sound gets 2.5. Music and sounds are serviceable. I've heard worse, but I'm not impressed. Gameplay gets a 1.5. This is a downgrade. Each character has less moves available, and they're all less useful overall. Difficulty gets a 1.0. No continues in the first few levels, but extra characters are basically extra lives. But if they die, they don't come back the next round. Fun factor gets a 1.0. This is a severe downgrade in enjoyment from the previous titles. I don't know what Technos was thinking, but this is what they gave us. Overall, Double Dragon 3 The Sacred Stones earns a 1.7 and gets a C-. This is definitely a worse game than its predecessors. I would recommend staying away. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. Please make sure to like this video. Let me know what you think of Double Dragon 3 The Sacred Stones in the comments. And please subscribe to Head Drop Productions here on YouTube, because we want you here for each and every video we release. Because it is your destiny.